All right, how's it going? My name's Ice or Riley. I'm the coach of the Blackthorn Dragon Knights. Just gonna do a quick draft recap of what I took, what my thoughts were. Um, right off the bat, first pick, I was pick number 5. I was really hoping to get Archaladon. I was able to get Archaladon. I've never gotten to use it before, but I think it's crazy powerful. Has so many ways to build it. Just overall, really strong Pokemon. And kind of was my build around for the team. This is the full squad right here. Um, Next up, I think Archaladon is just broken when it's with rain. Pelipper was quite expensive. I think Pelipper was like 12 or something. Yeah, Pelipper was 14, and Politoed was only 8. So to me, I think the drop from Pelipper to Politoed was like there is a bit of a drop. Obviously, Pelipper gets Tailwind, gets Wide Guard, gets some pretty good utility, but for 6 whole points, I think it was worth it to just drop down to Politoed. Politoed's still pretty good. It's a solid rain setter, and has a lot of options I can play with. On the next up, I wanted something that can abuse the rain pretty heavily. Palafin. I think Palafin's super underrated. I think if Basculegion didn't exist, Palafin would see a lot more play. Obviously, it has the issue with the 0 to hero where you have to switch it out. But I think 100 is still a pretty good speed tier to hit right off the bat. And switching out is like kind of a trivial issue. It's super easy to just get a Pokemon in and out, especially if you have the right kind of support and type coverage. And once it's back in, dude, Palafin is just ridiculous. Rain boosted jet punches, even unboosted wave crashes from 160 base power. It's so strong. It's so stupid. Super bulky. Really like it. It was only 8 points also, so I thought this was a steal for what I was trying to do with my team. Coming around the bend, I definitely wanted. I think here at one point, so I picked here. I got a little bit greedy. I was hoping that Mega Dragonite would fall to me. I really wanted to grab Mega Dragonite. It got picked like right after the Palafin pick, so maybe I could have held off on Palafin. I don't know how much it was on people's radars, but I wanted Mega Dragonite just to have a strong special attacker that can spam Hurricane, spam Thunders, but wasn't able to get that. And decided instead to go with a different good Rain Mega. I took Mega Meganium here. Which helps me out. Gives me a pretty good, pretty strong fairy type. Looking at this thing's stats are actually really good. I keep getting surprised. I don't think the stats are on here, but it's like 140 special attack, like surprisingly good bulk. I think it's 100. Typing, it feels a bit awkward. I'm not a huge fan of like the fairy grass typing, but I don't think there's much poison Pokemon. Sneasler is only one person has Sneasler, so it's like that's kind of a non-issue. Obviously, everyone can run coverage, but I think it should be fine. And then being able to spam fire type weather balls in the rain, I think is a really cool gimmick. Getting really strong Dazzling Gleams, and it also gets some other cool support moves that I might get to show off. The next pick, I definitely wanted an electric type. I don't think there's very many good electric type options. The Raichus are pretty good. I didn't need Raichu Mega. I didn't really want to get another Mega as my electric type. There was Raichu, which I think was actually quite expensive also. Raichu was maybe like 10 points, I think. Where's Raichu? Not a Raichu Lola. Raichu Lola is bad. Yeah, Raichu was 10 points, which I thought was quite expensive for what it does. It is pretty good. I think it has a lot of good options. But it unfortunately also has Lightning Rod, which would have kind of anti-synergied with my Archaladon clicking Electro Shot. So I didn't want a Lightning Rod electric type. And all the other electric types are kind of really like slow. Like there's Electros, which is cool, but it's like 50 speed, maybe 60 speed. There was Luxray, which like has Intimidate, but it's also really slow. And so I decided to go with Jolteon. I thought Jolteon was the best bet. It's really fast as 130 speed. I really like having that. It has some pretty good utility moves. a lot of options I liked with it. It has Volt Absorb, which is cool. 110 special attack I think is pretty is definitely very usable. So I'm excited to make some good use of Jolteon. And yeah, I just wanted an electric type for the team, and honestly, it kind of looked like the best one available for what I was trying to do. I went ahead and took Overquill. Overquill, I think, has honestly, 2.5 really good abilities. Obviously, Swift Swim for my team with Politoed, very good. Intimidate, can't talk about how good Intimidate is. I really like the typing of Dark Poison. I think Overquill is quite a bit underrated. I guess it was 9 points, so maybe it was like fairly rated, but yeah, I was pretty excited to use this. I've never used it. I don't have ZA or what's the game? When this come out, Legends Arceus. So I never actually like used it or played with it. Where is it? It's like 9. Yeah, it was right here, 9. Never actually gotten to use this thing in a game, and I never built a team around it. So should be pretty fun. I think it has some pretty funny moves that it learns. So yeah, should be good. I think it has 2 pretty viable sets with either Swift Swim or Intimidate. I do really like the typing, so I'm excited to use this. I thought the team at this point was I don't have any fake out users. I don't have any tailwind users, so I definitely wanted to make sure I got some better speed control than just relying on Swift Swim. So I decided to take a Decidueye here. Decidueye gets tailwind, which is pretty cool. It's also a ghost type, so it's immune to fake out, which I really liked, aside from the few scrappy fake out users. But yeah, I really like getting Decidueye here. Just as a tailwind setter, as just another grass type. Obviously, my tailwind or my Swift Swim user is weak to ground. I have a Jolteon and Archaludon who are both also weak to ground. So I didn't actually have like a great ground weakness way to deal with that yet. Obviously, I had Meganium, but that's only 1, and that is using my Mega Slot. So Decidueye I thought was just another way to get a good both fighting immunity and a ground resistance, so to kind of help pair with some swaps into Archaludon. After that, I wanted another tailwind setter. I was looking at Skarmory. I was looking at Corviknight for a while. Corviknight, I think, is quite good as well. It has better special bulk, which I liked. This team definitely a bit weaker on the special side. I think it has quite excellent physical bulk with Archaludon. The Meganium has really good. I think it has similar bulk, but just great bulk from Palafin, Meganium. Now Skarmory adds a lot of physical bulk as well. So I was looking at Corviknight. The original plan was Corviknight with Ariados. I think Ariados is super underrated. The fact that it was only 2 points, kind of crazy that this thing is really good. And by that, I mean Rage Powder is really good. I think Rage Powder alone should have moved it up a couple points. So the original plan was Corviknight and then Ariados here as a redirector, but that got taken from me, unfortunately. So I decided to pivot into Skarmory. Skarmory was only 3 points to Corviknight's 10. So that's a 7-point save right there, which I thought was worth it over the slight downgrade to Skarmory. Because I didn't get any redirection, I just said, okay, let me get a fake out user. I had a lot of thoughts on which fake out users I wanted to use. Some of them included Infernape. I was really hoping to get Infernape. I thought Infernape is just a really cool Pokemon. I was gonna take it here on this round 8, but it got taken 2 picks before me. I really liked Toxicroak. That got taken 1 pick before me the round before. So there's actually quite a good number of snipes I had throughout the draft. Nothing too major. Obviously, I could work around it. The biggest one was probably the Dragonite, but I was able to pivot into the Meganium. So I decided to go with a fake out user of Medicham. Medicham I think is pretty cool. Obviously, Pure Power is really fun. It has some good moves. Some other guys I was considering, what's his name? Halucha. Halucha has a lot of really good utility. Kangaskhan was on my radar too, but I definitely wanted a fighting type as well. I thought having another fighting type just gives me another good way to hit steals, another good way to hit dark types. Right now my only real way to hit darks was Meganium, and my only way to really hit steel types was well, at this point none, but is good now Mega Swampert, and just kind of hoping I have good enough damage from these water types. So I decided to go with Metacham. I think it has some good moves. Pure Power is, I mean, Pure Power is Pure Power. What can you say? And then my last pick was Mega Swampert. The reason I waited so long on Mega Swampert here was throughout the draft, it was pretty clear no one else was going Rain. I took Archaludon, then I took Politoed. Oh my god. And just throughout it, someone had a snow team here, someone had a sun team with Mega Yard. It was pretty clear that no one was really going like true hard Rain. Some people already had 2 megas by the end of the second round or the third round. So I was pretty comfortable knowing that Mega Swampert was going to be safe for a long time. And then by the time we got to round 5 or 6, one person took Pelipper here, but at that point I knew that if anyone takes Swampert, they're going to be like turbo broke and have no points left over. So I kind of just waited on it and took all my other low supporting guys, and then just ended off the draft with Mega Swampert. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory. It's Mega Swampert in Rain. I feel like there's not really much more that needs to be said about this guy, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with my draft. Didn't get sniped too much. The biggest one was Mega Dragonite. I really wanted to use Mega Dragonite. In case you can't tell, I'll give you one guess why I wanted to use Dragonite, but yeah, that's my draft. I'm really happy with it. I think some weaknesses, definitely I'm quite a bit special weak. I don't have that great of special bulk. I have a lot of really good physical bulky guys, but the special bulk is a bit lacking. I'm gonna have to patch that up with some good play and potential supporting moves. No assault vest sucks, but what are you gonna do? And then also my speed control is not the best. I do have 2 guys that have Tailwind, obviously, but they're quite slow, and yeah, they're both 70. But I think Skarmory's pretty bulky. It also gets sturdy, so it's gonna be not too bad to get Tailwind up, but definitely the speed control is I can struggle with that because I think just with rain in general, with any weather, it's obviously easy to prepare against. What's coming, so people can bring in tech to help stop the weather from going up or anything like that. So yeah, I think those are two of the biggest ones, is the special bulk and just generally the speed control. And then obviously I don't have any redirection, but there's really not that much to begin with. I think there's like 2 follow me users and like 4 rage powder users, so not really that much to begin to go off of at all in general. And one of them was like Volcarona, who's like 14 points or something. Where's Volcarona? Volcarona's 15 points, like crazy expensive for Volcarona, but yeah, so that's my team. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really excited to use it. Never used Archaludon in any battle or draft or on the ladder, so should be really fun. Thanks.